Tonight's sports medicine coverage is provided by the Andrews Institute and Baptist Healthcare, the official sports medicine provider for Pensacola Christian College. Starting tonight for the Tigers, number 1, Noah Brooks. Number 4, Kyle Young. Number 5, Damian Bowman. Number 12, Josh Walpole. And number 33, Christian Blair. Champion is led by Coach Mo Capacey. And now, Eagle Nation, get on your feet for the starting lineup for your Pensacola Christian College Eagles! A senior from Cedar Rapids, Iowa, number 0, Brantley Koski. A senior from Rantoul, Illinois, number 1, Colin Wilkerson. A sophomore from Crawley, West Virginia, number 3, Caden Pack. A senior from Avon, Indiana, number 25, Aaron Wagner. And a junior from Burleson, Texas, number 50, Liam Gertz. The Eagles are led by Coach Jason Bell, with assistant coaches Micah Conlon and Mark Getch.
Noah Brooks and Liam Gertz center court for the tip-off. And let this basketball game begin. Hello and welcome fans from all over to the nest, the home of the Pensacola Christian College Eagles. This is Alvin Chapman alongside with me for the first time, actually, Clay Miller, a senior physical education major here at the college. Clay, great to have you this evening.
Great to be on the broadcast tonight.
Absolutely. Tonight is a matchup between the number 5 and number 6 teams in the nation. Champion Christian College, a small Christian school out of Hot Springs, Arkansas, will face off against our Pensacola Christian College Eagles, who are 1 win shy from being at a 500 record. The Tigers of Champion Christian College, they stand at an impressive 3-1 this season. Shot on the way, good from Caden Pack. The very confident look from him.
Yeah, if he gets open and he can hit those shots, it's going to be big tonight.
Christian Blair guarded by Colin Wilkerson, who is now having his second start at home in a row. They go inside to Brooks. Brooks, the fading jumper, that's no good. Strong rebound once again by Wilkerson. Pack with the step-through move. Makes his defender miss. Wipe away the basket, though. A traveling violation. Now here's Blair. Blair takes a switch off. And a foul on the floor. That one on Liam Gertz. Gertz with a phenomenal night the other night against Welch College in the defeat. He had 27 points, 10 rebounds, as the Eagles lost by 3 in that matchup as well.
Yeah, Liam did really well in that last game. If he can get going on the inside and get some mismatches and get a layup, it's going to be a big night for him as well.
That is Kyle Young with the triple. Knocks it down from deep. And they steal there by number 4, Kyle Young. Young takes the screen from Brooks. Now Christian Blair guarded by Wilkerson. Blair with the size advantage and the victorious matchup against Wilkerson. Pack tracks to Gertz with a great shot fake. The up and under layup, great. An acrobatic finish there for Liam Gertz. Wagner had his hand on that attempt. And a great athletic finish there by Aaron Wagner. If I'm not mistaken, Clay, did you play high school basketball with Aaron Wagner?
Yeah, he was a year under me. Scored 1,000 points in the same year. He's a great basketball player.
Absolutely, averaging 13 points per game this year and has done a phenomenal job shooting the basketball with minimal dribbles. I feel like if you can shoot the ball without dribbling the ball 3 to 4 times, that's such a great economy of basketball holdage of the ball.
Absolutely.
Gertz, a triple, no good. But Gertz with the steal, doing a phenomenal job tracking back after the miss. It's very easy sometime after a miss to be lackadaisical back on the defensive side. Gertz gives his team a fresh 30 on the shot clock, Clay.
Absolutely. The one thing that we need to do is get back. This team looks like they want to get out and run tonight, so we got to get back on defense on that.
Koski with the missed attempt and a blocking foul called there by Caden Pack. We saw Pack's attempt for a charge attempt there on number 4, Kyle Young, but that not honored by the official.
That right there, he might have been the second defender. There's a new rule in men's basketball this year that if you are a secondary defender sliding in at the last moment, it will be a blocking foul no matter what for the safety of the offensive player.
Young misses the first free throw attempt. He's averaging 12 points per game, shooting 78% from the free throw line this season. One of 2 from the line for Kyle Young. Young in the last matchup against champion Christian College, against the Eagles, Young had 17 points, shooting 7 of 13 from the field. Pack gets his man up in the air and lays it off the glass cleanly. Bowman, the attack there, but a pushing foul on Brantley Koski. I believe that's his first. Now a baseline out of bounds opportunity to stretch their 1-point lead to either 3 or 4. Bowman, an attempt to attack on Koski. Blair, once again, finding his way to the basket. That's his second drive attempt, and he's successful there, Clay.
Yeah, it looks like he's rounding those corners off of a screen and getting their hips behind him. And once you do that, that's an open layup for any offensive player.
Wagner dribbling through traffic. The scooping layup, no good. Bowman leads the break, finds Young. Young, the snatch back on Wilkerson. And they'll go back to Blair. Blair will fire. Blair unable to connect. Blair, I believe, the leading scorer actually, no, not the leading scorer, but one of the leading scorers here for this team. He's averaging 10 points per contest. Great dump down from Liam Gertz. He finds Wilkerson all by himself on the low block, and the quick finish by him as well. Young will attack again. And phenomenal job there by the Pensacola defense. That time, Caden Pack keeping his numbers in front of the man.
Absolutely. Staying in front of a guy that is getting downhill is crucial, and just like it was just shown, an offensive foul can come from it.
Liam Gertz will be met here by Noah Brooks. And a number of substitutions preparing to come into the game here for the Tigers. But the short jump shot good there by Caden Pack. And that's the first lead of the game here for Pensacola Christian College. Rather, second lead of the game, tying their largest lead of the game being 1. Josh Azucena prepares to come to the table here for Pensacola Christian. And a race away, the pump fake and layup attempt. That's a travel there by number 1, Noah Brooks. Now Josh Azucena as well as Paul Stickles will come into the game here, and they'll join the backcourt along with Caden Pack. A very defensive-minded guard play here that we're about to possibly see here for Pensacola.
Yeah, Josh has been a great addition to this team this year, and if anyone's seen Paul play last year, he just is always up in someone and playing great defense.
And that's a blocking foul there on number 1, Xavion Jackson. Now Blaze Conlon preparing to come into the game here as well for Aaron Wagner. Now here's Pack's opportunity for a baseline out-of-bounds play. They feed Conlon. And Conlon stepping out of bounds after receiving the ball. And he's kind of found there, not in the corner of the southwest portion of the court, but very close where if you don't have that court awareness and that spatial awareness, a non-live ball turnover could be plausible.
Absolutely. That short little section there on the wing of the three-point is actually smaller than what most people see on the live stream. So it's very easy to step far back and step on that sideline.
E.J. Johnson with a tough finish, reclaiming the lead as well here for the Tigers. Azucena with a two-man game with Gertz. Gertz going down Brent Lane and finding himself in the driveway of Pensacola Christian College for 2. Three on the way for Adrian Brown, and he finds the bottom of the barrel. Now the Eagles trailing now by 2. Azucena guarded by E.J. Brown. And Pack loses it. Brown, the tough finish is good. And a little bit of a run here for the Tigers. They go up now by 5. Rather by 4, and it's a 5-0 run. Pack, a contested look, back iron. Now E.J. Anderson, will attack on his right side. To the basket untouched. Misses everything. And a quick steal there as well by Anderson after the miss. Anderson, he'll stop. And can't finish as well.
Both teams, I feel like, need to be a little bit more patient on offense. These small mistakes and quick jumpers are going to come back to bite them later on in the game.
Stickles feeds Pack. Pack will get the basket with the foul prior to the shot. Now making 3 team fouls here for the Tigers. And a 30-second timeout called here by head coach Jason Bell. And we'll step aside here briefly. Stickles now available for a baseline out-of-bounds opportunity. Pensacola Christian College now trailing 13-7. Alvin Chapman alongside with Clay Miller. Clay, Pensacola Christian College leading in this game so far twice, but it's been back and forth early. And now we are in the midst of a Tigers run of 5-0 points. Conlon, a contested take just out of the rim.
Yeah, this run by Champion has been based on the small turnovers and small little mistakes from the Eagles. If we can just clean that up tonight, they're going to get back in this game very quickly.
And that is an illegal screen called there by Xavier Jackson. Illegal screen, something difficult for a spectator to see, but I feel like something very noticeable and easy for an official to figure out and notice when a screen can potentially be illegal.
Yep, just from the small leans of the hips or a protruding elbow, even just the shuffle of a feet, all contain the aspects of an illegal screen.
Conlon, he'll take another one.
Blaze Conlon for
Blaze
three.
That was a very confident look by him to bring the Eagles within one.
Having the early confidence for Blaze right there is going to be huge later on in this game.
Anderson will hand it off. Number 10, Adrian Brown. Blair will work on Conlon again. Blair gets the contact in the bucket as well. Christian Blair now with 8 points. Let's talk about how he uses his size to his advantage. Clay.
Just from bumping Blaze out of the way, and even more so the focus on his footwork, making sure that on his pivot and on his drop step he wasn't traveling, it's a beautiful sight to see.
They go corner to Stickles. Stickles will drive baseline and find Gertz. Gertz, hop through move, scooping, layup, and a
Liam
score for
Gertz.
Route 50. What a drive to the basket by him, keeping his team in this matchup. He has 6. Now, Chad Milne, a chance for a hook shot, no good. Now Stickles guarded now by Brown. Koski will attack. Koski embraces the contact, goes up with 2 hands, and will be called for the foul.
Getting Brantley downhill tonight, that's going to be a big point of this game. He's got some sneaky bounce.
Absolutely. He's a very athletic player.
To the line,
And
shooting
one
2
thing
shots.
that's really great about
Brantley
his game
Koski.
is the fact that he is able to explode for both rebounds and high rim opportunities, being acrobatic.
Absolutely.
Subbing in for the Eagles, number 3, Caden Pack, and number 24, Stephen Fike.
Koski knocks down the second one, equalizing this match at 19. Brown will attack, and Fike with the pickup. And a backcourt violation called here by Koski. And that's a turnover that's very unfortunate. Listening to the conversation there by the referee, he mentioned the fact that although he was in bounds, rather on the half-court side of the floor with possession, he didn't have both of his feet on the correct side of the floor prior to receiving.
Yep. He jumped from the backcourt to the front court, and because he caught the ball in the air, technically his last point of position was still in the backcourt.
Fike goes to Pack. Pack will attack on the left side. He uses his right hand to finish. Now the Eagles lead by 2. Basket no good, but a foul, which will send number 3, E.J. Anderson, to the free throw line. Anderson, the last time the Eagles faced off against champion Christian College, the Tigers, at Hot Springs, Arkansas, E.J. had 10 points, shooting 3 of 7 from the field, having 2 trips to the free throw line as well.
From what the ref just said in front of us, it sounded like Josh did a very good job on the closeout, but just stepped into the shooter's landing zone at the last second, causing the foul.
Oh, yeah, that's absolutely illegal. And I feel like sometimes shooting fouls or the or the term for a foul has definitely changed as the game of basketball has progressed. But although it doesn't seem like he didn't hit or obstruct the course of the shot, providing the space for the shooter to land allows the player just safety, honestly, in a position for him not to be obstructed or injured by the opposing player.
Absolutely. Even at the last second, even when you're on the ground, having someone slide into your landing area can make your ankles feel a little uneven.
With those 3 free throws, the Tigers regain the lead. Pack will attack, goes exactly to Fike, and Fike immediately places the ball off the backboard. That was a great find there by Pack as well, Clay.
Absolutely. Caden's court vision this year has been phenomenal. And with him driving and making some layups, he's going to draw those defenders, and that's going to draw other people to be open.
Azucena leads the break here. Pack will attack. Pack! The basket, good! The Pack attack, alive and well so far in this first half of play. Pack with 11 points and 10 minutes of play. Blair doing a great job just absolutely attacking from free throw line extended area. And the runner good for number 10, Adrian Brown. Brown now with 7 points in tonight's matchup.
Looks like both teams tonight on offense are looking to get inside. Not many 3 points have landed, and not many attempted, to be honest.
Both teams shooting 33% from the field. Azucena goes to Conlon. Another 3 for him. That's good! And you mentioned not many 3s attempted. Let's talk about Conlon. 2 for 3 from downtown, spreading this lead here for Pensacola.
Always a funny thing when you start mentioning something in a broadcast and it just flips on the other side for you.
Anderson, the acrobatic attempt, no good, but a foul. Wagner to the table here for Pensacola Christian College, alongside with Noah Brooks. And Anderson gets another attempt here at the free throw line. Not necessarily a play, run, or designed here, but Anderson doing a great job attempting to knife his way to the basket to get more easy points at the free throw line.
Absolutely. If you can get your foot into the paint, the likelihood of drawing a foul in the air is much higher than if you're just trying to shoot a little fading away. Initiating the contact is big for number 3 on Champion tonight.
Here's E.J. Anderson again. He already has 6 points, now 7, and 5 of those points coming from the free throw line. Azucena goes to Conlon. Conlon picks up his dribble and finds Wagner. Wagner stops nearly in the middle of the paint here. Koski to Azucena. Azucena with the dribble pull up, gets the shooter's roll to fall. Azucena doing a great job on his attack, almost baiting his defender into him going to the basket, but instead quickly pulls up and gets, as I like to call, the shooter's roll to fall. Blair has found a lot of success in the paint. He gets another 2 to add to his total of 10.
His footwork tonight, like I said earlier, has been amazing. Being able to pivot and get bumped at the same time without traveling.
Can Fike knock one down? Fike knock one down, rather, and he's unable to. Eagles leading by 2. Anderson, the hop-through move. Off the backboard and good. Tons of contact. No call. Conlon, slow to get up as well. And Gertz will come into the game to relieve the injured Conlon. Let's talk about that basket there by Anderson, giving him 9 points as well. Fortunately, Conlon now able to get off the court with his own power. But Anderson, such a phenomenal acrobatic finish to get it off the glass and get 2 points as well.
Yeah, he cut through our defense right there with a low scoop euro and then was just able to lean away from the contact long enough to get the ball off over the taller defender.
Gertz back into the contest as well here for Pensacola Christian. He has 6. Koski goes to Wagner. Gertz will work on his man. Gertz gets the step, and Interstate Route 50 is having nice speedy traffic. Blair doesn't even put the ball on the ground, takes 2 steps and punches it home. One thing I love about the game of basketball is the ability to score without dribbling the ball. Just accredits the idea of phenomenal ball movement, honestly, Clay.
Yeah, that play didn't even take a single dribble, it didn't look like. Went straight from the baseline to the midcourt and just hit their man driving for that dunk.
Now with chance to break the 32 equalizer. Here's Brown, fires hard off the rim, brought down though by Gertz. 2 great back-to-back offensive plays by both teams. Blair to get his 12th point by a phenomenal tomahawk slam. And Gertz finding his way inside, finishing well as well.
You know, Josh right there on that, using that shot fake. This team likes to get up and try to block some shots tonight, and being able to get them in the air and then create that contact with a shorter offensive player and a taller defender.
Absolutely. This sends Josh Azucena to the free throw line to potentially convert on 2 free throws. Azucena averaging 9 points per contest and has a season high as well of 17 points in his first ever game. Rather, his season high actually away was actually against Appalachian Bible College, where he had 21, shooting 3 of 6 from downtown. And a timeout called as well after the made free throw by Azucena. We'll step aside as well. The Eagles up right now by 1. I was about to say by 33, but 33-32 is the score, with Blair and Pack being the high men for both of their teams. A second chance at breath here for the Tigers. Bowman will kick it to Brooks. Brooks, the up and under layup. Actually, that's Walpole rather, with the miss. Ball fed inside to Pack. Pack loses it. Somehow regains his deflected ball. Goes to Fike. Fike. Pass gets broken up, and Gertz loses it as well.
Very congested paint right there. Hard to get a pass off.
Walpole, an attempt for a slam, completely loses the ball midair. An attempt at style points there by Walpole.
Yeah, as it is said, a layup and a dunker is worth the same amount of points. Might as well just go for the layup for safety.
Speaking of a layup for safety, Aaron Wagner, the scooping scorer. Young will take a triple. No good. And a foul from the back by Josh Walpole. And Conlon will also recheck into the game here for Stephen Fike. Blaze Conlon with 2 big triples in this first half of play. And now Liam Gertz, a chance to add to his total. And he's honestly had his way. Most of the forwards in this game have honestly had their way offensively. Blair just having an absolute clinic from the painted area, especially around the free throw line extended. And Gertz, an absolute master with the ball on a string.
Yeah, it looks like Blair's really wanting to get up towards that free throw line, like you were saying, just so he has space to work. And then Liam, he can work on the inside or the perimeter. You just got to give him a little bit of time to see how the court develops.
This is the largest lead of the game here for Pensacola Christian. Here's a shot as well, fading by number 5, Damian Bowman. Basket, no good. Pack will drive on Blair. Layup, no good. Now Blair will start the break. Kyle Young with the snatchback. Young from the corner. No good. Great chase down rebound there by Caden Pack. His third.
Even though KP is a smaller guard, we really have been seeing him recently just grab boards over taller defenders or taller offensive players and snatching them down despite having a smaller frame.
Gertz. Count the bucket and the foul for Liam Gertz. Doing a great job diving towards the opposite block from the free throw line extended, laying it off the glass while embracing the push from Walpole. Gertz actually at the line for 2 free throws. I thought they were going to count the bucket for him as well.
Looks like he got shoved while he was still moving before he got that scoop layup off. Very tricky call for a referee to determine whether it got off or not.
Well, I thought he got pushed while he was shooting it too, but he was pushing prior to the shot as well.
Yeah.
Nonetheless, Gertz earns both free throws at the line, and Young goes straight to the rack.
Young's got a very, very quick step. He's able to just change speeds at will.
Pack, guarded by Blair. Drew 2 defenders and loses it. Young now guarded by Pack. And here comes a screen by number 23, Chad Milne, and a triple by Young. That cuts the lead for Pensacola to 2, and a quick timeout called by the Tigers. We'll step aside momentarily. The Young triple cuts the lead now to 2 for Pensacola Christian College. Kyle Young now with 9 points, shooting 2 of 5 from triple. From 3, rather. Gertz will work on Blair once again. Gertz with the bucket, and it's good. Gertz now with 14, leading all scorers.
You know, Liam using his size on the other side on the player that's been using his size. Looks like they're both really bumping inside tonight to get what they want.
Young, another triple. Actually, this will be a long two, no good. Colin Wilkerson with the very strong rebound. That's his third. And a turnover as well for Caden Back. That's his third. Triple on the way for Brown, and that cuts the deficit to 1.
Looks like the Eagles are going to get the last shot of the quarter here as long as they can keep their hands on the ball and make smart passes.
Pack guarded by Blair. And we've seen that high ball screen from Gertz many times in his game. The behind-the-back pass to find Gertz, the triple no good. Blair with now 5 seconds to fire. Blair wipes the shot away, I believe a foul on the floor.
Fouls on Eagles number 13, Blaze Conlon. His first of the game.
Young
Team
will be
6.
the inbounder. And also Noah Brooks will come into the contest as well. A basket will give the Tigers a potential lead. Young, a phenomenal three-point shooter. I wouldn't be surprised if he passes the ball inbounds and receives it quickly. They'll go to Blair, back to Young, gets his man up in the air, 3 on the way, no good. I was not expecting him to do the play that I said out loud, but nonetheless, no basket available for the Tigers. The Eagles lead by 1.
Yeah, even Aaron Wagner looked like he knew what they were doing. Must have been on the scouting report and looking at that, but looks like it's going to be another tightly contested half coming up.
More basketball when we come back. Can Pensacola Christian College come back to a 500 record? We'll see when we come back.
Want to get a head start on college? With the online dual enrollment program from PCC, you can do just that. Gain an affordable Christian liberal arts education with a biblical worldview, equipping you for your future degree. Open to rising sophomores and above, dual enrollment students can take up to 6 online courses per year that count toward both high school and college requirements. With over 30 courses offered fall, spring, and summer, choose to lighten your college load and, depending on your major, finish college early. You'll be able to fit courses around your schedule, a perfect way to complete many of your college liberal arts courses before you graduate from high school and step foot on campus. And the best part is, you'll only pay a fraction of what you pay for those same classes if you took them in college. Get a head start on your education today by visiting pcci.edu/dual enrollment.
Choosing a college is so much more than deciding where you're going to live for the next few years. It's choosing a culture, group of people, and academic standard that will shape you into the person you want to become. It's an exciting time, and when you visit campus, it gets even more exciting. It's your moment to get a feel for the atmosphere and community. Catch a game, sit in on classes, visit chapel, make new friends, and so much more. And now you can experience college life your way with multiple visit options. No matter when you come, you'll find a vibrant community influencing the world for Christ. You won't just blend in, you'll belong. So don't wait. See how you can experience PCC today.
It's a passion that unites us. The heartbeat of everything we do. Since 1974, we've been building, reaching, expanding our limits. And yet today, one thing hasn't changed. Pensacola Christian College empowers leaders to influence the world for Christ.
20 more minutes of regulation basketball here in the Nest, the home of the Pensacola Christian College Eagles. Hello, I'm Alvin Chapman. Alongside me today, a senior physical education major, Clay Miller. Clay, great having you today watching this very intense top 10 matchup within the NCCAA.
Yeah, again, great to be on the broadcast with you tonight. Very contested first half, and wouldn't be surprised if it goes down to the wire in the second.
And a turnover to open things up here for Pensacola Christian College. That is Adrian Brown in the passing lane here for the Tigers. Give him now 12 points, tying Blair's total. And Gertz will force another turnover again.
Looks like Champion upped their defensive intensity right out of the gate. Let's see if the Eagles can match it.
Brown, triple, hard off the back iron. Wagner loses it. Walpole unable to get the finish, but a chance for free throws at the line. And just like that, 2 offensive turnovers for Pensacola Christian College. Not even a minute into regulation, Clay.
Yeah, just dribbling into contact and not having a good handle on that ball. Having Champions players being able to poke it out.
Both free throws good for number 12, Josh Walpole. Brown nearly got another steal. Wilkerson with the triple. Just out of the rim.
Yeah, and that's a good shot for Colin right there, being able to hit it even over a little hand. Eagles are going to be happy with that shot, whether it goes in or not. It's a good look.
Blair calls for the screen, and he'll attack on Pack. And Pack picks up another blocking foul.
That one, it looks like he almost initiated the contact by himself. He didn't allow the offensive player to hit him first. He kind of leaned into that one, causing the blocking foul.
And that's Pack's third foul, which will bring in Josh Azucena into the contest. Brooks will attack and is fouled on the way to the basket. That will be on the floor. But just like that, 2 back-to-back turnovers and 2 back-to-back fouls, not even 2 complete minutes into this first half of play. Clay.
Yeah, it just looks like Champion is going in and really attacking the glass. Just as I say that, they hit a 3, but they are attacking the glass a little bit more in the beginning of this half.
And this is now the biggest lead of the game here for the Tigers. Wagner forcing the foul there on number 12, Josh Walpole. And here's Josh Azucena. Now Trevor Vertiz into the contest here for Pensacola Christian. Azucena gets the switch off, finds Wagner. Wagner, too strong on the baseline jumper.
Those short corner baseline jumpers are one of the hardest shots to hit in basketball. Just because there's nothing behind you, the depth perception is going to be really tough.
And Blair gets his first triple of the game and his second Tiger triple of the half. The Tigers now on a 13-0 run to now lead by 9, their biggest lead of the half. We'll step aside briefly. Tigers coming out the half, firing on all cylinders. Now on a 13-0 run, leading by 9. Alvin Chapman alongside with Clay Miller. What are some things that the Tigers did exceptionally well in the first half that is now carrying to the second half?
Well, it looks like, honestly, they're continuing their attack on the glass. They've been creating contact at the rim, getting some fouls. But even as we were saying during halftime, getting some of their bigs to hit shots, and just right before this timeout, getting a big three to push their lead open.
Backdoor for Koski, and that's wiped away by Noah Brooks. The Eagles regain possession. Gertz finds Wagner.
Even though the block was amazing, they stuck with it, fought for it, got the ball back, and now they have a second chance at an offensive score.
Koski can't receive the no-look feed from Wagner. Now here's Young. The Eagles scoreless in the past 4 minutes of complete play and hasn't scored at all in this first half, rather second half. Young goes inside to Blair. Blair goes outside to Brooks. Brooks fires up another triple, no good. Wagner a great rebound. And Brooks deflects the pass intended for Gertz. Young, the no-look feed intended for Brooks, taken away.
Looks like there's a lot of active hands in this second half right now. Just passes are either too low or too high right now. Need to settle into a rhythm on the offensive ball for the Eagles.
And Wagner unable to finish the elbow jumper. But now Stickles and Conlon into the composition for Wilkerson and Koski. Here's Vertiz. Rather Young. Great pass inside to Brown, and the swirling finish continues the 15-0 run by the Tigers.
Somehow threaded that needle in, even with the defender draped all over the pass receiver.
For a pass like that, you have to throw the ball where the defender, rather the opposition, is going, not to where he currently is.
Absolutely. And then Josh again with that little fader in the paint.
Brooks picks up the foul on Gertz. That basket breaks a 4 to 5 minute scoring drought by Pensacola Christian.
Maybe that'll be the bucket to finally set the spark in, get them flowing in the second half, take the lid off the basket.
Blair gets the switch off. The runner, no good. Conlon goes to Stickles.
Let's go.
Azucena attacks and goes to Stickles. Gertz misses his man, goes to Azucena. Azucena with the really tough finish, rather very tough finish, and Azucena knocking down the 2 pass buckets here for Pensacola Christian. Blair knocks down the corner triple.
Just looks like a little bit of a defensive miscue on that. 2 defenders running to the same person, and then Josh on the other end using a Pinoy step to make it look like he already lifted off the ground but still had 1 step left.
Blair with 18, 2 of 3 from downtown. And now the Tigers seem to be running away with this match between 2 teams in the top 10 of the NCCAA Division II section. We'll come back after a short break. Pensacola now down by 10, and the Tigers have led by as much as 11 in this match. Wagner tries to go inside to Stickles. Now Blair in transition. Finds Jackson. Jackson can't finish the layup.
Looks like there was a little bit of contact in there maybe. The player wanted the foul, but it also looked like there was some hands on the ball there. So great no call by the ref in my opinion.
Adrian Brown getting called with the pushing foul. That's his first. Now Azucena with the inbound opportunity. They go to Stickles. Azucena misses his man. Azucena to the basket. Azucena with the finish. The past 3 buckets have come from Josh Azucena attacking the rim, getting to the paint, and finishing very strong.
Yeah, Josh is very, very crafty when he gets inside the three-point arc, being able to get a defender on his hip and either Euro-stepping or fading away from that defender, getting the bucket, and coming up here with the free throw.
Azucena now 4 of 4 on his past 4 attempts. Misses the free throw to complete the old-fashioned three-point play. Young gets it over, now guarded by Koski. Jackson sets the screen. Young with the dribble pull-up. That's no good. Jackson the pull down. Can't get the finish, but he does get the foul.
You know, at that point, if you don't get the defensive rebound on the first shot, you shouldn't honestly go for a secondary block. Just put your hands up. It's just as hard to hit a shot. Don't risk getting another foul. That's Liam's second, so it's not that bad. But at the same time, later on in the game, he should just stick his hands up.
Azucena comes out of the game for Caden Pack. Azucena providing a lot of life here offensively for Pensacola Christian College. And Jackson, 1 of 2 from the free throw line. Stickles picks up his dribble and hands it off to Pack. Pack finds Conlon, and he loses it.
The defensive intensity that Champion has come out with in the second half is completely different than it was in the first half. More active hands, being able to just jump into those passing lanes and bump the offensive player.
Blair tries to work on Stickles, and Stickles gets called for the foul. Now Young with the baseline out of bounds opportunity. Jackson on the right block, Ortiz on the low block. Young snatches back on Koski, fires a triple and knocks it down. Conlon can't keep it in bounds. And that's a pushing foul there on Koski as well. And also a technical foul given to Young and the bench. I believe the person on the bench the technical foul was given to was Colin Wilkerson. So the double technical will offset the technical foul free throws.
Yep, just confirmed by the referee. The 2 technicals will offset, but the foul from before the technicals will be in our bonus 1-and-1 setting.
And now I believe Young will shoot the free throws after being fouled. Let's talk about that shot he hit, missing his defender, Koski, and knocking down a very difficult shot as well afterwards, giving him 12 points.
Yeah, just being able to create your own space for your shot, huge in modern day basketball, especially with basketball being heavily predicated on winning games by three-point shots. You just can't always get an open shot off a pass. Being able to create something from a snatch back or a step back, huge. And number 4 has been doing that tonight.
Koski, nowhere to go. Stickles goes to Pack. Pack with the spin move in the basket, good.
It looks like number 4 was trying to pull the chair from under Caden right there, but Caden also knew that. Looks like he saw it coming, pivoted, got the layup.
Now the Eagles trailing by 12 with 12 minutes remaining. Still ample of time to potentially cut away at this deficit.
We'll start here in 3, 2, 1, go. I think it was a gift card that fell out of there. Three, 2, 1. There we go, there we go. Thank you. Merry Christmas, everyone.
(49-61) is the score. Young, now the ball handler, guarded by Koski. What a match we've been able to see, but it's been all Tigers recently. Jackson, an attempt to work on Gertz. The turnaround layup, no good. Anderson, the rebound. Goes to Blair. Blair will attack on Gertz.
Honestly, if the Eagles want to get back into this game, it's going to come down to the small things on the defensive end, just as we saw there. Making sure you're covering the passing lanes, not turning the ball over on offense, making smart passes. They're going to have to do all the little things to get back into this game, with still a lot of time to go with 12 minutes.
Stickles goes inside to Pack. Corner 3 is available for Conlon, and he knocks it down. Blaze Conlon with his 3rd triple of the night. Give him 9 points. Vertiz will fire. That's no good. Pack will lose it.
Looks like it rolled off his finger at the very last second there.
Yes. Hopefully he doesn't jam his finger also. But now the Tigers with the fresh 20. They go to Jackson. Jackson was rejected, but a foul. And Chad Milne will also come to the table as well for the Tigers.
The Tigers are doing very well at drawing fouls near the rim in the second half, already causing the Eagles to put them into double bonus.
Ortiz out of the game. Jackson missing his first one. Jackson split the last pair of free throws he had as well. And knocks and splits these pairs as well. Stickles with a dribble pull-up and hits it off the glass. That basket by Stickles cuts the deficit for the Eagles to 10. Milne finds Jackson, and Jackson has had a phenomenal second half of basketball. He now has 6.
They're finding Jackson at the right place at the right time, open in the paint.
And Pack takes himself, faking the handoff. Milne will work on Gertz.
Gertz holding his ground really well in that situation. Staying tall, using his chest.
Milne with the second chance, no good. Pack the rebound. And the foul is drawn by Xavion Jackson.
Subbing for the Eagles, number 25, Aaron Wagner.
Wagner will come into the game as well for Liam Gertz. And Walpole will also come into the contest as well for Jackson. Koski goes to Pack, who has had the hot hand today, misses the scooping layup. Young with the no-look pass, taken away by Wagner.
And those are the small things that I was talking about earlier. Just being able to keep your head up, going back on the right after a missed shot, being able to get their hands into the passing lane.
Conlon had a chance there, will dribble on the smaller defender, turns it to a double team. Koski loses it. Goes to Wagner. Wagner with the up and under, and that brings the matchup back under single digits. Christian Blair goes to Walpole. Blair recovers the loose ball. Milne with the screen on the right side. Young, another contested triple. Oh man, knocks it down. Kyle Young, now with 17, pushes the lead back to double digits with 11. Two big, tough triples by Kyle Young.
Just as we thought the Eagles were getting their feet back under them, the Tigers pull away with another big three. It's going to take a lot more fight from the Eagles on the defensive end to get back in this game more than on the offensive side.
9 more minutes of basketball when we come back. Pensacola now trailing by 11 after a very big-time Kyle Young triple. He now has 17 as his night total. Conlon, Wagner, Stickles, Koski, and Pack in the game for Pensacola Christian College. And another turnover there for Pack. That's his 5th of the game.
And once again, looks like he went for a little bit of a flashier pass there. Honestly, just the Eagles, if they want to get back in this game, need to make the smart and easy pass.
Young passes up a good look for a better look. No good there from Adrian Brown. Wagner goes to Pack.
A relatively quiet night for Aaron. I don't know if they're just playing up a tighter defense on him. Same with Brantley. But just being able to get more touches on the ball, try to get it in the hoop, might unlock a little bit of extra on this game.
Great steal attempt there by Pack. And they find a wide open Wagner. Wagner loses the first one, and a held ball will turn it over to Champion's possession. Phenomenal defense there by number 12, Josh Walpole. Last bucket for the Tigers was the 3 by KJ Young, and EJ Anderson with the very fancy layup. And Wagner draws the foul. Josh Azucena into the contest as well for Paul Stickles. Wagner will take a contested look. No good. Azucena keeps it alive. Azucena was 4 for 4 when he was in the game nearly 5 minutes ago. Koski gets his shot rejected. EJ Anderson with the step back triple and cans it. Yeah, this game is getting now out of hand. Clay.
Yeah, the Tigers are just shooting lights out of this second half, pulling away, playing great defense, playing help defense just as KP gets the bucket right there. But again, they've just looked like the superior team in the first 13 minutes of this game.
Absolutely. Another triple. No good. Despite the miss, the Tigers shooting 60% from 3 in this half. Pack with the triple. Just out of the rim. Walpole gets it over to Brown.
I know that must be frustrating for Caden, seeing the ball go halfway down and bounce out. But honestly, as I say, just keep shooting that. It was an open shot. It almost went in. Maybe he'll see one fall through and it'll unlock something for him.
A second chance made alive by the phenomenal offensive rebounding of the Tigers. Brown, another chance, no good. The Tigers getting 8 more offensive rebounds compared to the Eagles' singular 1. Wagner off the screen, basket no good. And the baseball pass for Brown. Chases it down in the corner, and Azucena picks up the foul.
Fouls on Eagles number 2, Josh Azucena, his 3rd.
That's Azucena's 3rd foul. He has 3 along with Koski and Pack.
And that will cement for the rest of this half. The Tigers will be shooting 2 free throws on any type of foul. And that's going to be really tough, playing tight defense, possibly causing a foul, and now you're almost guaranteeing the other team to get 2 attempts to get 2 points.
Conlon to the bench. He has 9 points, 3 of 4 from the field, and leading his team so far, tied with rebounds along with Caden Pack. Another free throw is good for Brown. Brown with 16. Gertz. Risley comes back into the contest. Pack, the triple is good. Cuts the deficit to 13.
And again, 6 minutes is a long time in basketball. They still have a lot of time to bring this game back.
Here's the response from Noah Brooks. That's no good. Gertz goes to Wagner. Koski gets downhill. The acrobatic attempt, no good, but a foul addressed by the baseline official. Koski with only 1 point, 0 of 3 from the field, and now his 2nd trip to the free throw line. Go ahead and say what you were going to say there, Clay.
Honestly, the Eagles attacking the basket a little bit more recently. They need to honestly do what the Tigers are doing, just attack the basket, try to get some fouls, get the easy points at the free throw line, maybe even an opportunity for that old-fashioned and 1 3-point.
1 of 2 from the free throw line for Koski. The switching crossover. Great ball fake, but the interception by Koski. And Bowman with the recovery. And a full timeout by the Tigers as they now lead by 14. We will step aside with now 5 minutes remaining in this game. Pensacola Christian College trailing 78-64. Clay, I have to ask you, in a game where the Eagles have led by more than 7 in this game, what has been the answer to this deficit?
Honestly, just getting the ball inside, creating the contact. The Tigers almost took one out of the Eagles' book from the first half. The Eagles were getting to the rim. Just as I say that, Aaron Wagner drives to the rim and gets the contact. But that needs to be more if you want to cut this deficit in, since we're not really shooting that well from the three-point line.
Pensacola Christian College getting a big win against a Spurgeon College team that was averaging 108 points per game, and at the time having a 6-1 record. The next day, the Eagles conceded a win to the Flames of Welch College. And now, if the Eagles can't find a way to overcome this deficit, this potentially could be their second loss in a row, making them now 2 games under 500, Clay.
Yeah, that Spurgeon game was great high energy. Even the Welch game had great and high energy, just couldn't finish at the end. And even this one, I think the energy's been great. We just need to get those Eagles back into this game somehow, some way. 2 under 500, not super concerning, but it would be nice to be even.
Here's the attack by Bowman. He goes outside to Brooks. Brooks fires, and Brooks connects. Noah Brooks. Actually, that's not Noah Brooks. That's Joshua Walpole with the triple. And now Brown with the great finish after the steal. Pack having his 6th turnover.
And it just seems like every single chance, it looks like the Eagles just get their feet back under him. The Tigers come back with an absolute tear on the offensive side.
That's a miss there by Liam Kurtz, who does have 14, shooting 5 of 9 in this game. E.J. Anderson meets Koski at the rim. And I believe that is a basket interference on Brantley Koski. Oh, no, a foul instead on Brantley Koski. He does have 4. And these 2 free throws can make this now a 20-point deficit. And the Eagles have faced off against Champion Christian College earlier this season. That matchup was on November the 9th. And everybody out of the game except for Josh Azucena. But that matchup ended fairly tightly with the Tigers still winning 89-84. This matchup looking completely different than a 5-point deficit game. Clay.
Yep. And even the Tigers are 4 points away from what they ended with the last matchup against the Eagles, looking like they might just blow past that. And with almost 3.5 minutes to go, the Eagles need to find some way to play some harder defense and get the ball through the basket.
Long go to Conlon. Conlon to Azucena. And Azucena draws the foul on Chad Milne. And Azucena will head to the free throw line. Azucena showing a lot of promise when the Eagles were down, and during the drought that they had for about 5 minutes, he actually went for 4 baskets in a row in the midst of that drought, and then was taken out of the game there, Clay.
Yeah, doing great, finding a way to get his own bucket, even off with the passes, looking for other people. Looks like now he might be trying to get a little bit more aggressive as the game winds down, trying to get his team back into fighting distance.
Absolutely. Now Azucena with 11 points. Milne with the turnaround jumper, and it's good. One thing that's interesting, in the girls' game, it was a battle between the number 1 and number 2 teams in the nation. And Pensacola Christian College's Lady Eagles were victorious in that match by a deficit of 24. And now in this game, it was a matchup between the number 6 and number 8 team in the nation. being the Pensacola Christian College Eagles being ranked number 6 in the coaches poll, and Champion Christian being ranked number 8. And it's almost as if the deficits were similar between two teams that are ranked in the national rankings, Clay.
Yeah, the girls did a phenomenal job tonight coming in and doing their own thing, and it looks like tonight the Tigers just had the mentality that they were going to come in and make a statement out of the game tonight.
Milne with a triple. He now has 5. Fike with the step-through move. The finger roll also falls. Fike with his first basket of the game, and a blocking foul called by Azucena.
Fouls on Eagles number 3, Caden Pack. His 4th of the game.
It seems like they called the foul on Caden Pack, but the foul was actually on 2. Yeah, he corrected himself on that. It's actually on Josh.
Now Azucena with 4 fouls in this match. He will possibly remain in the game due to how large the margin is in this matchup. And now Anderson with 17 points, perfect from the free throw line. Oh, wow. Now he's not.
Got that broadcast curse on that. Shouldn't have said that in the middle of the free throw.
I could have talked about anything else. He's had a phenomenal game. He has 4 rebounds and assists as well.
The Eagles
a
put
block there as well by number 13, Waylon Smith.
Trevor doing exactly what he is supposed to do, get in there and hit some shots. A great three-point shooter when he's open. Just looked like he wasn't expecting his defender to get up as high as he did on that and get in the block.
The skip pass to Fike, he'll fire. Basket no good. Smith the rebound. That's a traveling violation by number 24, Johnny Carswell. Azucena nearly had the faked handoff. And Conlon once again stepping out of bounds prior to the shot.
Looks like the coaching staff doesn't agree with that call. It looks like he might have been inside and just appeared his heel might have grazed it, but hard to tell from the angle that we're sitting at.
Well, that call was not going to make up a 25-point margin here, Clay.
Yeah.
Nonetheless, and a great backdoor cut there by Johnny Craswell. The bench of the Tigers very excited about Craswell.
Honestly, thought Craswell was about to dunk it on him.
I did too. I'm not going to lie to you. Oh, man, that would have been disgusting.
You know, I think the deciding factor in this second half to make this a 22-point lead for the Tigers was just their defensive intensity and attacking the rim coming straight out of the half. I don't think the Eagles were ready for the almost an upgrade of intensity that the Tigers came out with.
Conlon up ahead to Azucena. Azucena will fire. Back iron. Now just under a minute remaining in regulation. $17 on the shot clock as well. Smith will attack and lose it.
Great hands by Stephen Fike there.
And Blair will add to his total. Give him 20, shooting 9 of 12 from the field in tonight's outing. Stickles unable to knock down the jumper. And that will do it. This is actually the largest lead of the game here, 24, mimicking the score of the Eagles game prior. The Lady Eagles winning that matchup as well by 24 as well. 71-95, the final score of this one, Clay.
Yeah, I just think that again, that second half, the Tigers came out with a offensive and defensive intensity that the Eagles were not ready to match. And just as soon as we thought the Eagles had their feet under them, the Tigers would fight back with another 3 or another fight to the basket. So the superior team came out tonight. Eagles have another game coming up soon, though.
Absolutely. A game where the Eagles actually led at the halftime score 41-40. They ended up only putting up 30 halftime points. Well, Clay, thank you so much for joining me here tonight. We're super excited about the remainder of the season thus far in the Nest. Join us this Saturday as the Eagles continue to fight on. They play against Huntington College in their next game at 4 o'clock in the afternoon. Clay, how do you feel about your first day of broadcasting, man? How do you feel, man?
Honestly, it was really fun. Kind of nervous at first, but got a little bit more comfortable. Really appreciate the opportunity and being able to broadcast with you tonight.
Absolutely. Fans at home, we are very appreciative of this opportunity for you guys to join us here in the Nest, the home of the Pensacola Christian College Eagles. Until next time, thank you so much for joining us.